a phone number so deadly it had to be disconnected. 3 men, each seemingly successful, yet each meeting a violent end, all whilst in possession of the same phone number. A coincidence? Or something more sinister? In the early 2000s, the phone number 0888 888 888 became infamous in Bulgaria, linked to the sudden deaths of its owners. The first fell to a mysterious illness, the second was gunned down in broad daylight, and the third was executed outside of a restaurant. And then, without explanation, the number was permanently shut down. What was behind the chilling pattern? A criminal underworld power play? A supernatural curse? Or was it simply a string of deadly coincidences? Find out as we dial into the bizarre but true mystery of the cursed number. People have long been fascinated by numbers, believing that some bring good fortune, whilst others invite disaster. Superstitions dictate that certain digits should be avoided, whether it's a fear of the number 13 in many Western countries, or the avoidance of unlucky number 4 in parts of Asia. But rarely do these stories ever have any real-world consequences. That is, until you see what happened in Bulgaria. The story begins with 0888 888 888, a seemingly ordinary phone number issued by the Bulgarian mobile provider Mobitel. Reserved for its more high-profile clients, it was first assigned to Vladimir Grajnov, a wealthy businessman and CEO of the very company that owned the number itself. Grajnov was a powerful figure in Bulgaria's corporate world, but his success was short-lived. In 2001, just months after acquiring the number, he was diagnosed with an aggressive form of cancer, and he died within the year. Officially, it was noted as just a tragic but natural death. However, whispers soon emerged that Grajnov had been poisoned, possibly by a business rival. Some even claimed that he'd been exposed to radiation as part of a highly targeted assassination, yet no evidence was ever put forward to support either of the theories. At the time, no one linked his fate to having a new phone number. Why would they? Telecoms providers, though, often recirculate cancelled numbers after a period of time, and valuable numbers in particular are rarely left unused. So Mobitel reassigned 0888 888 888 to its next high-profile client. This time, the number went to one Konstantin Dmitriov, a notorious Bulgarian crime boss. Dmitriov was no ordinary businessman, though. He controlled a massive drugs empire worth hundreds of millions of dollars. He was powerful, feared, and had many enemies. In 2003, Dmitriov traveled to the Netherlands to personally oversee a drugs shipment. Whilst dining at a restaurant in Amsterdam, though, he was suddenly gunned down by an unknown assassin. He died instantly on scene, his phone still clutched in his hand. The authorities suspected that a rival Russian gang had orchestrated the hit, wanting to take control of his highly lucrative drugs operation. But once again, no connection was made to the cursed phone number. But then came the third death. 2 years later, the number was given to one Konstantin Dishliev, a Bulgarian real estate agent who led a secret double life. By day, he dealt in properties, but by night, he too was running a secret cocaine trafficking operation. In 2005, after leaving an Indian restaurant in Sofia, Dishliev was shot multiple times in the street. He died instantly, and just like before, his phone was found right beside him. with the same number active. With 3 consecutive owners meeting violent and untimely deaths, rumours now began to circulate. Was this a deadly coincidence, or had something sinister attached itself to the phone number? The idea of a cursed phone number might sound like an urban legend, but in Bulgaria, people weren't willing to take any chances. Shortly after Dishliev's murder, Mobitel quietly removed the phone number from circulation, and anyone who tried calling it was met with the same automated message saying that the number was outside of network coverage. The company refused to comment on the growing speculation, stating simply that they didn't discuss any of their individual phone numbers. Whether or not they believed in a so-called curse, they clearly wanted nothing more to do with the phone number. But is there a more logical explanation for the deadly streak of luck from the cursed number? Well, skeptics argue that the deaths weren't the result of a curse, but just a nasty coincidence based on the dangerous lives that these men led. Grajnov was a high-profile businessman operating in a cutthroat industry. Dmitriev was a major crime figure dealing with very powerful enemies. And Dishliev, too, was secretly trafficking drugs with all of the dangers that it involved. Could their fates simply have been the result of ruthless business and criminal rivalries? Well, one possible explanation for the eerie pattern surrounding the number is a concept known as survivorship bias. This is the tendency to focus on examples of rare and dramatic cases while ignoring the bigger picture. We hear about 3 high-profile businessmen who died while owning a unique-sounding number, but what about the more boring owners who'd used it without incident and who've never been reported on? If there were more uneventful owners, then their stories simply faded into obscurity, never to become part of the mystery. Instead, a bias towards the unusual makes it appear as if the number only ever had an unusual history. Another overlooked factor is that people who own phone numbers die all the time. At any given moment, thousands of mobile numbers worldwide belong to individuals who pass away for completely unrelated reasons. But because those cases don't form a nice, neat pattern, no one pays any attention to them. If 3 high-profile deaths had been linked to 3 different numbers shortly after each other, then no one would suspect a connection. But because all 3 happen to share a single number at different times, our minds instinctively create a hidden meaning where none may exist. But the Bulgarian cursed number isn't the only case of a so-called deadly phone number. Other similar stories exist right across the world. In Thailand, the number 999 is believed to be a death sentence. According to legend there, those who dial it after midnight will have their wish granted at the cost of their life. Whilst many claim that the story was simply part of a movie marketing stunt, many refuse to take the risk still. In the US, numbers known as red numbers, identified by the number always appearing on the receiver's phone screen in red digits, have circulated through urban legends for a couple of decades now, supposedly causing mysterious deaths for anyone who answers them. Some have reported hearing voices whispering their names before their exact location was read back to them, as if someone was watching. But these reports have never really been substantiated. Of course, rational explanations exist for all of these cases. Some stories might be hoaxes used to spread viral urban legends. Others could be connected to scam calls, where criminals use psychological tricks to make people believe that they're experiencing something supernatural in the hope of extorting money from frightened and gullible recipients. Others start out as fiction or simply clever marketing gimmicks and quickly end up as folklore, treated as if they were real events. But in the case of Bulgaria's 08888888, The deaths were definitely very real. No hoaxes, no pranks, just 3 men, all dead under mysterious circumstances shortly after they took ownership of the new phone number. So, was it all just a series of unlucky coincidences? Was it a curse? Or was there really something about certain numbers that we don't understand? Whatever the answer, double check what number your provider gives you the next time you take out a new phone contract, because who knows, it might be your last.